Double or Nothing's still gonna happen because honestly I don't even know at this point. What we do know is that AEW just taped a bunch of content that's apparently gonna hold them over until mid-May as far as Dynamite goes. And one of those matches that was taped is Jon Moxley against Jake Hager for the AEW Championship. And I feel like that's a pretty good match for TV. I'm always excited for a world title match on TV because I think the more title defenses a champion has, the more meaningful it makes him and the championship. But I think the match against Jake Hager could have some potential. Hager's just recently starting to work shows consistently now, and I think the wheels are starting to turn for him a little bit, but I do think his best is yet to come. But still, it would be a total shocker if he pulled off the upset, and I fully expect Moxley to retain the title. So whether it's Double or Nothing or something else down the line, who should Jon Moxley's next big pay-per-view challenger be? If it were up to me, it would not be Chris Jericho. I think Jericho has his hands full with Broken Matt Hardy, and I don't like giving guys an automatic rematch, and I know they're not doing that, so we don't have to worry about it. But I also wouldn't have Jericho be rebuilt back up to be the next challenger. I think they should step away from that and then maybe revisit it down the line. So let's introduce a fresh face to the fold. How about somebody who we feel confident will have a strong match with Mox, someone who we want to push further up the card, and someone who we think deserves the opportunity? How about Pentagon Jr.? How do you get that name anyway? So why Penta? The biggest thing for him right now is Death Triangle, and with them being a new stable with 3 extremely talented guys, you want to push them and make people take them more seriously and push them further up the card. These 3 are really good, and they need to be high up the card and not in the mid card or a sideshow act where they're kind of just the 3 guys who can wrestle but don't really have anything to do. They need to be featured prominently, and I think this is a great way to do it. Again, Penta would be a fresh face, and I think it's a match that would excite a lot of fans, and I think it's something that a lot of people would want to see. The thing about Penta and Mox is that they can both work a lot of different styles. I know that they're different with Penta having a lucha background, but he can wrestle hardcore matches. I think if you mixed a little bit in, but mostly had a wrestling match, you could have a formula for a really, really good main event. Now maybe you know this or maybe you don't, but Penta is a former Impact World Heavyweight Champion, so he can definitely be taken seriously by a company and by the fans as a singles competitor. I think putting him in a title match against Mox only makes Death Triangle that much deeper, especially when you consider that most people believe Pac is the leader and the frontman of the group. So then why not choose Pac to be the next challenger for Mox's title? I think it's something that they will do somewhere down the line, but the reason I wouldn't do it right now is because I think Mox has to retain the title. I want to see him have a lengthy reign, and I don't think that Pac can really take a loss right now. While I don't think you lose credibility storyline-wise if you lose to the champion, I don't think Pac can take this loss because he already feels like the guy who's kinda in the upper mid-card, but not really cracking the main event scene yet. So if he loses, it might be tough to take him seriously against the top guys in AEW, and it might be difficult to build him back up there. Pac also already lost to Mox on the Jericho Cruise, so I don't think you want to have Mox beat him again for those same reasons. And my reason for saying all of this is because I think that Pac is definitely a future world champion. I think he's that good, but I just don't think it should happen right now. And I don't think that Penta would lose any credibility because right now he's so far out of the title picture that inserting him and putting him in the main event of a pay-per-view show is only going to skyrocket his stock and make him look really good even if he does lose. Like in this scenario, he would be playing with house money and he would have nothing to lose. However, if you did suggest that Rey Fenix would be the better option to face Mox, I really couldn't blame you. Fenix might be the best wrestler in the world. A lot of wrestlers have said that. And it's easy to see how good he is, and I think they'll unlock his potential soon. But I think that Mox would have a better match with Penta when you look at the style of wrestling that both of them work. I just think that at least on paper, it's a really good fit. And again, I think it's a match that a lot of people would look forward to and definitely one that I would expect to deliver. But that's enough of what I think. Let me know in the comment section who you would like to see Mox face at the next pay-per-view whenever the hell it's going to happen, and what you think about Pentagon Jr. or anyone in Death Triangle potentially being the guy. Also, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content just like this. You can also follow me on Twitter at NoCellTV. But for now, I'm Anthony. This is No Cell Wrestling, and thank you for watching.